First of all, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Iain Lovatt, and tonight I'm asking for your vote to bring my fresh perspective to council for this next term. A crucial thing to know about me is that I'm a husband and I'm a dad of 3 amazing kids, Maisie, Aidan, and Ellie. My wife Mary and I think Stouffville is a wonderful place to raise a family, and we feel very blessed to be a part of this community. Like all of you, family is my top priority, and the one reason I am putting my name forward to serve on council is that I want to build an even better community for all of us to call home. As residents of Stouffville, we find ourselves living in exciting times. We are seeing more and more culturally diverse residents calling Stouffville home, which is fantastic. We have seen new facilities and services added to support the growth over the past 4 years, like 19 on the park, the new fire hall, and the Stouffville Clippers Sports Complex. These are all needed developments and services for a town growing, but these projects and others approved by this last council were built with massive budget increases from original projections that have put a huge financial burden and debt on our future. Our town is already mortgaged, and Treasury officials expect a minimum 2.6 tax increase each year over the next 4 years, just to cover this debt without any new capital spending. In 2004, the C.N. Watson Group published a Treasury and Council-sanctioned report stating that the appropriate amount of capital debt Stouffville should carry by 2014 was $12 million. To date, we have an estimated $28 million of debt and growing. This is an extremely frustrating position we find ourselves in, and we can never let this happen again. Financial responsibility must be a priority for this next council, and I pledge tonight to be an advocate for fiscal responsibility and accountability. It's time for a fresh perspective on our town's finances. Open communication and consultation with residents must also be at the forefront for this next council, and 3 p.m. council meetings do not facilitate this. Never again should a toboggan hill be removed without talking to the residents who actually enjoy it, our children. Stouffville needs increased opportunities for our youth, designed to engage and inspire our future generation of leaders. We need programs for young entrepreneurs, mentoring relationships with business leaders, and leadership development. Stouffville needs a new BMX and skateboard park and bicycle trails linking the heart of town to the Bethesda sports fields. It's time for a fresh perspective on our youth. Stouffville seniors also deserve a regular audience with council members who come to them, ensuring their needs and voices of wisdom are represented in council's decision-making. Ward 5 residents, if elected, I will pledge to represent your concerns. To see a crosswalk constructed on 10th line at Hemlock Street for students, Northern Gate residents, and everyone living on the east side of 10th. To see water aeration systems in the Stouffville Reservoir and other holding ponds in town to cut down on standing water, a breeding ground for mosquitoes in the summer months. To seek a solution to the frustrating traffic bottleneck caused by 2 sets of lights at 10th and Main. And to see Main Street become a revitalized hub of business, culture, and heritage that Stouffville residents can be proud of once again. I will lead the way in communication and accessibility to the public. Through my website, StouffvillePolitics.com, Facebook, Twitter, or email, I've received thousands of visits and comments from residents, and I will continue to look for better ways to connect local government and the people we serve. If elected, I will work hard to keep our taxes as low as possible by focusing on proper priorities for our town, to actually stick to our strategic plan for capital development, to cut out wasteful spending, to hold town executives accountable for budget overruns, and by pacing future residential development to match our town's strategic plan. And if elected, ladies and gentlemen, my commitment to you this evening is to stick to our town's strategic plan, never vote for a budget that leads us into deficit. And I call on all other candidates here on stage with me this evening to sign this commitment sheet to do exactly the same. Stouffville, the time is now for a fresh perspective on your town finances, for our seniors and our youth, and I ask for your vote on October 25th.
Time, please.